Assalamu alaikum students. I am Miss Aisha Abid from Army Public School and College Khanewal. Today I welcome you all in our class 9 subject biology week 6 by AppSex online support program. Our topic is 4 and your teacher is Miss Aisha Abid. Our topic today is components of human food, vitamin E and D. Objective: we will be able to understand the concept of vitamin A and D as components of human food. Vitamins, they are organic compounds and that are required in low amounts but are essential for normal growth and metabolism. Vitamins are divided into two main groups. First, fat soluble vitamins, including vitamin A, D, E, and K, while water soluble vitamins, including vitamin B and C. Now, what we have to learn in our today's lesson is a difference between fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. In our today's lesson, we will be studying only fat soluble vitamins, which are vitamin A, D, and E, the sources of these vitamins, and the role they are playing in the human body. Cooking or heating destroys water soluble vitamins more readily than the fat soluble vitamins. The reason is that they are soluble in water. Fat soluble vitamins are much less excreted from the body as compared to water soluble vitamins. This means that level of water soluble vitamins in body can decrease more quickly, leading to the vitamin deficiency. The loss of water soluble vitamins in the form of sweat, in the form of urine, is taking place throughout the body throughout the day, and that's the reason we have to replenish our body with water soluble vitamins at more rate. Let's have a look at this video to understand the
In
concept.
this presentation, we will explain what vitamins are and their functions in the body. We will be taking a closer look at 4 of these vitamins, their function, and the consequences when we're deficient in any of them. We all remember taking vitamins as kids, but what exactly are these vitamins and what do they do? Vitamins are essential nutrients needed by the body in small amounts to allow it to grow, develop, and function normally. In total, there are 13 vitamins needed by the body. Vitamins come in two types that are transported and stored differently in the body. These are water-soluble and lipid-soluble vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins dissolve in water and are able to move around freely in the body through the blood. These vitamins are found in the watery portions of fruits, vegetables, and grains. Water-soluble vitamins are not stored in the body. The body takes the vitamins needed from our food, and the remainder is disposed of through the kidneys. This means that water-soluble vitamins need to be regularly replenished as part of our daily diet. Fat-soluble vitamins, on the other hand, need fat in order to dissolve. These vitamins require special carrier proteins to be transported in the blood. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins are stored in fat cells when excess vitamin is present in the diet, to be used at a later time.
So that was a brief intro about the water and fat soluble vitamin. Let's start our topic of vitamin A. Vitamin A, it is the first fat soluble vitamin identified, and the sources of vitamin A: carrots, pomegranates, fish, cheese, and much more. We will discuss it later. Role of vitamin A. Vitamin A, it combines with a protein called opsin to form rhodopsin in the rod cells of retina of our eye. When vitamin A is inadequate, the lack of rhodopsin makes it difficult to see in dim light. It is also involved in differentiation, a process in which embryonic cells transform into mature cells with specific functions. And vitamin A also support bone growth, as we all know, and in many immune function. As you can see here, the bone is growing in the newborn. The bone, first the cells are originated from the center of the bone, and the growth will take place. Hence, the bone will grow into its fullest length. So the main role which is played by vitamin A is seen in this picture, and the cell differentiation in which the embryonic cells, when the organism is born in the womb of its mother, the cells are transformed into mature cells. with a specific function. For example, eye has specific function to see, ear has specific function to hear. So in differentiation, these cells have been differentiated and transformed into mature cells to perform their functions. Vitamin A also performs its role in immune function of our body. Sources of vitamin A include leafy vegetables such as spinach, carrots, yellow and orange fruits such as mango and orange, fish, egg, milk, and butter. Now, what we are going to discuss is that what happens when there is a deficiency of vitamin A. Vitamin A deficiency is the leading cause of blindness because it is the remember it is the part of the retinol or retina of the eye. So one of the symptoms is night blindness. Night blindness is temporary, but if left untreated, it can be permanent. Also cause a condition in which a hair follicle become plugged with keratin, giving a dry texture to our skin. Here you can see that dried skin. The reason is the deficiency of vitamin A in the body. And here the eye disease is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A as well. Now, coming towards vitamin D, which is the best known function of vitamin D, is to help regulate blood levels of calcium and phosphorus. And we all know how important calcium and phosphorus is for our blood. And bones. Calcium is strengthening our bones, and the different it plays role in strengthening our muscles and teeth as well. Vitamin D increases the absorption of these minerals. From the intestine and deposition in the bones. When we intake vitamin D in our food, the absorption from our intestine has to be done so that that vitamin D from our food is absorbed in our bones, and our bones can be more strong than ever. Sources of vitamin D mainly include fish liver oil, milk, ghee, or butter. It is also synthesized by skin when ultraviolet radiation from the sun are used to convert a compound into vitamin D. Now, what happens when the deficiency of vitamin D takes place? It is a long-term deficiency of vitamin D. It affects the bones. In children, vitamin D deficiency leads to the disease known as rickets. In rickets, what happens? The bones bends down. The kids, a condition in which the bones weakens and bow under the pressure, bow or bends under the pressure. In adults, vitamin D deficiency causes osteomalacia or softening the bones, and increases the risk of fracture in bone. As we all know, bones have to be strong, they do not have to be soft. So when our this is our femur bone located here in our human body. So when the this condition occurs with the deficiency of vitamin D, the bone soften, and it will bend away. Like you can see, it should be straight, and when it softens, it is bent in the U form. And at the a point will take place in the adults that this bone is fractured at some point, which is obviously very painful. And in children, it causes a bending of bone. You know that this bone has to be quite straight, but this kid is having rickets due to the deficiency of vitamin D, and hence the bones are bended. In our today's lesson, we have learned the role of vitamins, which are specifically fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, which is having role in eyes and vision, and deficiency of vitamin A causes night blindness and different eye disorders. Vitamin D is also important component of our body, and deficiency will be causing the rickets. Now let's have a look at this video to understand the concept more clearly.
Fat-soluble vitamins, vitamins A and D. We will first take a look at vitamin A. Vitamin A's main role in the body is maintaining and protecting vision. Vitamin A is critical for vision because it's a component of rhodopsin, a protein that detects and absorbs light in the eyes. There are two main sources of vitamin A. The first is in foods from animal sources, which includes fish, meat, liver, and eggs. The second is in leafy green vegetables, orange and yellow vegetables, and fruit. The top three choices are squash, carrot, and spinach. A deficiency in vitamin A is usually rare, since most foods contain at least a small amount of it. Vitamin A deficiency is usually much more prevalent in developing countries like Nigeria and India, where access to food is much more restricted. Deficiency is more common during periods of high nutritional demand, such as during infancy and childhood. One of the most common symptoms of vitamin A deficiency is xerophthalmia, or the inability to see in low light or in darkness. The second fat-soluble vitamin we will be talking about is vitamin D. Vitamin D is also known as the sunshine vitamin because it's produced in your skin in response to sunlight. You can also get vitamin D from supplements, and a very small amount comes from some foods like salmon. Vitamin D works to promote bone growth and bone strength. This is important since vitamin D regulates the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which are two essential components for developing the structure and strength of your bones. So, even if you eat lots of foods that contain calcium and phosphorus, without enough vitamin D, you can't absorb them into your body. Vitamin D is also an important factor in making sure your muscles, heart, lungs, and brain work well and that your body is able to fight infection. Too little vitamin D results in the softening of the bones. This disease is known as rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Vitamins are essential nutrients needed by the body to grow, develop, and function normally. The two types of vitamins are fat-soluble and water-soluble.
So that was all for our today's lesson, in which we learned more about fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, which is taking role in vision, reproduction, bone health, immune system, and our skin. Other fat-soluble vitamin is vitamin D, which is having its role in strengthening the bones, calcium and phosphorus absorption, and immune system as well. So this is your assignment. You have to write down review question number 2, which is given on your textbook, page number 169, and that's all for today's lesson. If you have any question, feel free to ask. That was all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for your attention. Allah Hafiz.